Anomaly Iridium. I hope everyone's doing all right. I've got an album review for you. So Vega, Anarchy and Unity. Not got much history with Vega at all. This is actually their 7th studio album. So they actually brought an album out last year, which I also didn't hear. So shame on me. So hard rock band from the UK. So I should really listen to them. You know what I mean? So 17th of September, this album is coming out on Frontiers. 48 minutes and 37 seconds long. Let me run you through the musicians first before I carry on. Nick Workman on the vocals. Great voice. He's got, what I love about his voice is he's got a real British, I don't know why, he sounds really British. That sounds a bit weird, but he does. He's got that English sort of feel to his voice and I love it. He's got a great, powerful voice. His tone is amazing. He's got so much range. Brilliant vocalist. Tom Martin on the bass. Does a great job throughout this. In hard rock, you want someone who's really going to lay down some cool bass lines, who's going to keep it tight. He does that all the way through. James Martin on the keys also does a great job, but let's not sort of get away from this. This is a pretty much guitar driven album with some great keyboard moments. A lot of albums these days, as I keep banging on about it, sometimes too many keyboards, sometimes fill up the songs. This is definitely guitar driven for them guitar people, but keys are an essential part of the band also, and James Martin does a great job. Twin guitar attack, Marcus Thurston and Billy Taylor on the guitars. Billy Taylor's from Inglorious, ex-Inglorious, from that band, another English band. These guys are great. They're brilliant guitarists, and they do all sorts of intricate stuff. They do twin lead, they swap about. They do an amazing job. Like I said, this is a guitar-driven album. And Pete Newdeck on the drums. He's also from Nitrate. So Nitrate album up there. So he's played on, I think, a couple of Nitrate albums. Not that last one. I think it might have been the ones before. So the band are absolutely fantastic. They're tight as anything. It's like they're so honed down. Their skills are so honed down to produce this music. I haven't heard any. I can't even compare it. But I love this album. It's absolutely great. Definitely a hard rock album. This does stand out from a lot of the melodic rock AOR bands, as they have a signature sound for sure. They're definitely different. They sound like a band. They sound like a unit. They definitely don't sound, which they're not, like a lot of these projects now, because they're a band. They've been together for so long. Well, not ages, I don't think, but they've produced a lot of music. They sound tight as anything, and it's like they've really got it down to a T. Like I said, effortless melody. For fans of, I mean, I've written Def Leppard down here, but we're talking heavier Def Leppard. We're talking not the Def Leppard you've heard at the last few albums either. We're talking about, you know, that early sort of Def Leppard. Even then, they're sort of more straightforward hard rock, but they've definitely got Def Leppard vibes. They're modern. They've got modern, but they've got tinges definitely of classic 80s rock as well. It's good that they're not totally stuck in that 80s sound, which a lot of bands are. They're modern, but they've got the melody of the 80s stuff as well. I do run through track by track, but let me tell you, I love this album. It's really surprised me. It made me feel guilty yet again that I haven't caught up on their other stuff. But there's so much music, I can't keep up. And that is the truth. Anyway, starting off with Beautiful Life. I think this has just been brought out as a single. It's a rocking track. It's got great groove. This is driving music at its best. It really is. Solo is just amazing, technical, twin lead parts mixed in with it as well. Top-notch musicianship from these guys. Backing vocals throughout as well. Not just this song. Throughout this album are so tasteful. You know, it's got, you know, I did mention Def Leppard. One thing about Def Leppard, they probably had the best backing vocals ever. These guys are really great at that sort of thing, and it just fills up the songs. It brings such a smoothness to every song. Sooner or Later is next. I reacted to this one. This is a single. Got so much energy, and sort of this sort of combines that energy and a sort of an attitude as well about the whole album. I mean, even the album's called Anarchy and Unity. They've got a sort of attitude about them, like they mean it, which is cool. I mean, it's like a sort of a dangerous sort of attitude, but they've got the melody at the same time. This got a brilliant soaring chorus, backed up by some sort of gang vocals, which really ramps the energy up. They've got a lot of energy, this band. They sound hungry. It's their 7th album, but they sound really hungry, like they mean it. And like I was saying, it's got that sort of attitude and energy. Brilliant. That song especially has got a lot of attitude. End of the Fade is next. The pace is sort of slowed a little, but the huge hooks continue. This is actually one of the standout tracks for me. A great sort of melancholy, but somehow at the same time uplifting chorus. I can't explain it. It sort of sounds sad, then it's uplifting. Brilliant. The guitars really cut through here. The production is so bright. It brings out everything in the mix, especially the guitars. You're a guitar man like me, that's what you want. Ain't Who I Am is next. Man, what a great song. This chorus is so infectious. It's huge. These guys are brilliant songwriters. Amazing video. I think this was a single as well. Brilliant video as well. I love the song. Ain't Who I Am is a great track. Another standout track, actually. Welcome to Wherever is next. This gives me Def Leppard feels for sure. This is almost AOR, but the guitars probably make it a little bit heavier than that. They're not a straightforward AOR band without a doubt. They're more guitar orientated. Some beautiful guitar melodies throughout this track. Beautiful backing vocals. Another Def Leppard trait, like I said, and they're all over this. Brilliant song, that is. Bring the Riot is next. So this sort of, the title of this sort of sounds like the song. It gets a bit heavier at this stage. A great riffy sort of tune with almost punky sort of attitude and riffage sort of going through it. Not so punky that I don't like it though, because punk music ain't for me. But it's got that sort of attitude, definitely in the verses. But again, the chorus is a pure melodic hard rock chorus. Great song. I think the next song is the standout song for me. It's amazing. It's epic. This is a ballad. Some bands do ballads right. Some don't, obviously. This band has got it spot on this ballad. Piano and acoustic guitar opening, then building to a huge chorus. An epic change up halfway through, leading to an excellent solo before going back into the ballad again. Man, this is an amazing song. I think when I listened to this, I was pretty, my jaw dropped a little bit. I thought this is matching some of the best ballads I've ever heard. No lie, Live For Me is a beautiful, but sort of rocking at the same time song. An epic ballad, you've got to hear it. Kneel To You is next. A bit of a mixture with this one. Song has some attitude in the build up to the chorus, but a very cool AOR chorus at the same time. It works great. Singer got some amazing range on this one. Brilliant song. And another standout comes next, Glow. This has a cool groove, brought on by some great guitar riffs. Another soaring chorus with those great harmonizing backing vocals. Man, these have got it spot on. They really have. It sounds like they've, I mean, I've been reading some reviews and it says they've matured into this, what they are now. I'm interested to hear some past stuff and see how it compares, but they do sound really tight and they sound really, their songwriting is so good. Come On is next. Don't like this one so much. This is a bit different. Almost as a Stray Cat style song, you know, and that's what it's sort of meant to be like until the sort of guitar comes in heavy. But they definitely like to mix it up. It just keeps you guessing for sure, this album. Keeps it interesting. But that one's probably my least favourite on the album, but it's an album full of great songs. Had Enough is next. This is a cool track. The catchiness is sort of coming from some great melodic vocal lines. I mean, they're brilliant at writing vocal lines that are catchy. It's not just about guitar melodies, it's about the vocal lines with these guys. They're great songwriters. This almost has a sort of Muse feel to it, the British band Muse. Slightly, but not totally. And that's where they sort of got that more modern sound as well, this band, a little bit sometimes. We finish off with To Die For, a medium paced song, again something a bit different. They do make it hard to pinpoint what genre they are, this band, because they're definitely heavy rock, at times hard rock for sure, because they're so guitar orientated. But it's hard to pinpoint what sort of rock they are. All I would say is they sound modern, but they've got them 80s feels, mainly due to melody and backing vocals and harmonising backing vocals and great guitar work. Always melodic. But they do have a British sound, but fill their songs with sort of, arena filling choruses. Great, just like that one, To Die For. It's a great track to finish off the album. A great album, really recommend this one. British as well, which is really cool. It sort of ticks another box for me that there's some great bands coming out in the UK. Absolutely brilliant. I think these guys played at a festival I went to in Maidstone. I'm sure they did, and I missed them. I might be wrong, but I missed them not knowing how good they were. Gutted now if that is the case. But let me know what you think of this album when it comes out. I highly recommend this. This is coming out on September the 17th on Frontiers. I'll see you soon.